Happy Wednesday. Hey. Welcome to Spilling the Tea with Astrology. Spilling the tea with astrology. Spilling the tea with astrology. Bren's Brew. And Zen. So today, Virgo people and people who love Virgos and people who have crushes on them Virgos, here you are. Here we are. So let me just say, yeah, how you doing?
How you doing?
You're right. Virgo, of course, is known for being neat, clean, organized. If this is not describing you, any Virgo, you know, if it's describing other people, they could have a Virgo moon or ascendant,
somewhere in
a very constantly clean, neat, organized, like neat freak OCD kind of like that. Neat is often a Virgo, and sometimes it's just who they are. It's not a fucking like character defect. It's just part of being a Virgo, which is why like you'll see a lot of Virgos are maids or house cleaners. Like they enjoy it. They like, which is crazy, right? But whatever. Virgos are neat, clean, organized. They like they as a friend they like to neat, clean, organize your house too. But
and that's basically like every aspect in their life.
I cry, but I cry because I haven't seen Shelly in a while. Like I can really stand some things we organize around here.
Literally, like, and that's in a lot of aspects in a Virgo's life. They have a lot of aspects in their life organized, like their love life, their work life. All that stuff is organized and
so we're talking about winning over. Yeah. So basically,
winning over a
Virgo woman. Yeah. So okay, thank you. I'm losing it today. Okay, so winning over the Virgo woman is constantly keeping things exactly where they put them, exactly where they belong. So pay attention to where she puts everything, and don't ever disturb that because she's neat and organized, and everything has a spot and everything. So you know that. Wherever she thinks it belongs, it fucking belongs.
If you're a messy person that is willing for you're willing for someone to help you with that type of organization.
That's actually kind of nice because I have a friend Shelly who helps me and to like being
getting
realistic.
Your shit together, basically.
This is the only part of the house this is the only part of the house that's actually like clean and cool enough to actually put on camera because, my God, we need Shelly. Come help Shelly. I had a Virgo friend who used to clean for me because I was like, and my Venus is in Virgo, which is like, if you clean for me, that's my love language. And this girl used to clean for me. Well, coming to find out, she had a crush on me, but nonetheless, I didn't know that originally. I'm like, and she would just clean for me. I was like, oh my God, there's something just so like soul fulfilling about somebody cleaning for you, you know, like as free because they want to do it for you as an act of service. You're like, this is a Venus and Virgo. I'm like, thank you.
If a Virgo definitely feels like they know that there's a better way to approach a situation or go about something, then they definitely will voice that.
A Virgo's down to earth, which goes back to the earth sign, but and it is actually, it's got to be feminine, right? It's fucking feminine. It's earth and it's feminine, which is versus, Taurus is feminine too. The earth signs are feminine, maybe. Oh my God, I think so.
Winning over her heart.
I'm there. I know. I'm like, I'm trying to blink on what to do.
I feel like in order to have a good relationship with a Virgo woman, keep clean, do your laundry, wash your dishes, because she's not going to be your mother.
She'll be angry about it. Yeah. She may do it because she's a clean person and can't help herself,
right.
But no one likes to do the dishes some people do and they say, don't worry about it, honey. If they really mean it, don't worry about it, honey, You're fine. But I mean, I think it does. I think if you just get up and do it without asking, just do it. They're not going to stop you. They're not. They need the help, but they're like definitely not going to admit it. But Virgos are really smart, they're analytical, or book smart normally for like that's something that's very true about them.
I definitely pay attention to detail. So,
but they're another one that, like Gemini, with its planet in Mercury. Mercury is communication, so back to people never associate communication with the Virgo, but the Virgo's communication is so good that they're the teachers of the zodiac as well. As they're also the nurses of the zodiac because they are kind, but they're also strong enough to see. I mean, like nurses in battle or nurses in ER rooms, they're strong enough to stomach a lot of shit, you know. So, but they're just really, they're really smart. Definitely don't disrespect or underestimate her intelligence. Being a mutable sign, she may be quiet about it. Or if Virgo's in a moon placement, she may be quiet about it. About being as smart as she is, whether she's educated or not, that she's smart. And like, just, definitely always honoring her wisdom. She would like a gift card to a bookstore. She's probably, Virgos are definitely readers, I think, for sure.
They are.
They're a very studious sign. Same with Aquarius. I think Aquarius is a very studious sign, but that's, obviously my opinion coming from a Scorpio Gemini with a Sag ascendant. And Virgos are Earth. They like hiking. They like camping. They like outside sports. They like being outside, being Earth signs. They just they find the chance to be outdoors. Whereas possibly me in the summer, I'll hang out in the air conditioning. In the winter, I'm hanging in the heating. I'm just, getting old. I used to go outside every day of my life when I was a kid, right? I'm not old. That's what we did. That's what we did for entertainment. We went outside and got beat up by our friends.
In my opinion, I feel like Virgos are really good at being able to relate to your situation and give you advice.
Yeah, they're really compassionate.
Yeah,
they're good counselors.
Because I feel like they're very analytical and they pay attention to detail.
Every detail, that's so true. Like the OCD,
will
the
give
detail.
You good advice.
They may not take it themselves, so don't get excited. But they've got a good amount of. They're born with a certain amount of wisdom, definitely. But back to being a sign of a teacher, they're compassionate and smart. So the nursing is the compassionate, and smart. The teaching is compassionate and smart. So it's something that they got going for them. They come off very wholesome and very pure. So it might be. I wouldn't buy lingerie for them. I think I would let them do as they decided to do and leave them alone about that. Not saying they're a prude. I'm saying that I don't know. They're kind of wholesome in some weird ways, and I mean, that's something like that's almost too sexual for a Virgo. Depending on what other placements are in their chart, you know what I'm saying? But for like the stereotypical Virgo, things again like Taurus potted plants that you can replant outside because they're practical and they're flowers versus cut flowers, which seems to be the masculine favorite. So Aries, Gemini, Leo. So there's that.
Yeah.
Virgos are very soft and tender. They're on the same timeline as Pisces. Their opposite is Pisces, and they are very sweet and tender. There's something about them that is just very weird. There's an innocence. It's just, even in the craziest of abuse situations I've seen Virgos in, there's a certain innocence about them, a certain purity and innocence about them.
I have noticed that with.
So you definitely want to treat this person with respect, in general. Not that you shouldn't treat everybody with respect. I'm just saying, be careful, tread lightly.
And I feel like because they're analytical, and maybe a little idealistic because they have an expectation for things to go a certain way. I feel like if you're not doing something that if you're doing something that she doesn't like, then she's not gonna put up with it.
Okay, so she's down to earth, and she is not usually, depending on her placement, very materialistic. So as far as clothes goes, this is more of a person who's going to dress with a lot of jeans and t-shirts. Even male, you're male and
they're
female.
Not very flashy.
So you're female. They're not flashy. They're earth signs. Earth signs are just kind of more. I don't know.
They're
more down to earth. A pair of jeans. They're just more, all earth signs are kind of like that. I mean, maybe that sounds basic, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not saying some of the prettiest women I know are Virgos, so I mean, I'm not going to say that. You know who you are if you're watching this.
And they take care of themselves, even though they're not like flashy people. I feel like they take care of their appearances.
Well, I do feel like just like the tourists, they make sure they have all the right name brands, but they don't have a closet full of clothes. They kind of have, you know, one dresser and one closet, like in the, you know, a reasonable amount of clothes. They're not a clothes hoarder. They're not about fashion. They're probably not a really big fashionista. Again, depending on their placement. So, you know, if it's got more the more earth placements in your chart, the less you care about what you're wearing, what you look like. You're about comfort and, you know, maybe wear a lot of leggings and sneakers, you know.
And I feel like that's why, like, they're also very, like...
I don't wear sneakers.
You know, they want things done a certain way is because, like, they... what did you mention before? Like, they're very, like... I don't know. It'll come back to me, like it usually does.
Anyway, they're down to earth, not materialistic, so they're not the type to do the love language being giving of the gifts. Giving them gifts does not fucking please them. I mean, everyone likes gifts, let's be real, but it's not going to appease a Virgo if they're upset. They're not like, that's my love language. It makes me feel loved. They're like, no, they're stable. They're like, no, we're, you know, you don't buy me a couple of gifts and it goes away, buddy. So no. They're not really swayed by gifts, let's put it that way. So that's not their love language. They're just a little too practical for that. They're a little too smart for that. You know?
Yeah. I mean, even though, like, I feel like Virgos can be a little messy when it comes to certain things because they want things done in such, like, a way that, like, they can kind of get a little scatterbrained. Like,
get overwhelmed with themselves. So they get behind in the housework and stuff. And they get really overwhelmed with that.
With
like
that
the house
being
isn't clean
said,
or whatever.
With that being said, I feel like
cleaning for your Virgo, like getting up and doing something, she may go and fix it because you didn't do it right, like mop the floor or something, you know, clean the bathroom, do a chore that she normally does when she's not looking, you know, and like, oh my God, thank you. And even though she definitely likes to clean, she's not really usually the cooking type.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the biggest person who cooks in the zodiac. So
I feel like a Virgo would order food more. Like, they order out more than any, like, sitting down and cooking at home. Yeah.
So, again, taking them out to eat or you being the cook in general of the relationship. So, be careful of the expectations. She's good with finances because all earth signs are good with money. So, definitely letting her have control of, you know, maybe not complete control, but at least equal control over the finances and like knowing what's going on and stuff. Very smart and like they're book smart, so they're paying attention. They want to know. They're very financial. They want to know where every last penny is going, and that's how they are. Let's see. So, winning one over. Oh, they're a hopeless romantic. I think Virgos are a hopeless romantic. They're always like, there's a sense of innocence every time they get in a new relationship. They're like, oh, this is just new and exciting. And there's just like, you know, Virgos don't necessarily have a lot of relationships in their lives. They're, again, like very similar to Cancer. They kind of settle down for life. They're also in the tarot card known as the Hermit, which means like hermit crab, like they settle down. Very and they like introverted. To be, they're another stay-at-home introverted sign, and they are feminine, and I think that's another feminine quality that I don't have.
Me either.
But it's back to winning her over.
I feel like
definitely movies. I feel like this person, Virgos are their movie buff. Virgos are,
they're big movie geeks.
Send them funny videos every day. I think definitely having a sense of humor is good for all of the earth signs. But earth signs tend to be a little bit rigid and a little bit a little serious, basically. They have more
like
a little
dry
serious
humor, like
so you gotta lighten them up a little bit. Yeah. So having a good sense of humor definitely is a good way to win over anybody. You know, make me a comment. You win me over, huh? Where are we? time. Oh, sweet. We never started it. Oh my God. So we don't know.
We don't know.
Right. We don't know when we're going to get cut off here. But, feeling like I didn't miss too much on the Virgo winning them over. I mean, obviously, if they're a teacher, get them teacher things. If they're a nurse, get them nurse things. Definitely pay attention to how she does everything, because if you
do something that she normally does on her own and you do it the way that she does it, she doesn't like want it done. She's gonna go back and do it herself.
We do it herself. I know. She wants you to help her, but then she wants to complain about how you helped her.
Yeah, she wants it done in a specific way.
You're like, you didn't do it the way that I would do it, so let's just like say you didn't do it at all.
Right.
So sometimes that there's that, you're like, but she appreciates the effort.
Right.
And that's what
she's not gonna
she likes to clean, to the point where if you didn't do it her perfect way and you didn't get, and it doesn't look up to her expectations, she's gonna do it over anyway.
Oh my God.
But I mean that makes a Virgo sound like a nitpicky bitch. But like, they're not grateful that you're up mopping the floor. But I think they are grateful for that, which is why I'm saying don't get dismayed if they get up and like redo a couple of things if you did the kitchen floor, because that's who they are. Like, they're a perfectionist, so, but don't think they didn't appreciate that you got up off your ass and off the kitchen floor. Like, they're so appreciative, shit like that.
I also feel like, because with that
be very logical. Be very logical. I think the opposite of Virgo is Pisces, and they're like in La La Land, Neverland. They like to, kind of live on Neptune, which is your dreamy planet of all the good things of, it's the good.
I feel like with that being said, like having everything organized with a Virgo and being a perfectionist, I feel like even how to like win her over and like, get her attention and
learn how to fold the towels the way she said. Come on.
Like even buying her like, make sure the pantry's organized. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, she'll make sure the pantry's organized. Don't you fucking move anything.
Like buy her cups or dishes that are gonna be, make sure.
Oh yeah, practical fucking gifts. She's so definitely for Virgo, down to earth. I think all earth signs like practical ass gifts. Yeah, like I was saying with flowers versus
gifts,
where the cut flowers are frivolous and the regular potted plants or whatever, those are practical.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of I guess notice what's going on. What is she missing? Is her kids throwing out all her silverware? Yes, they are.
Right.
So maybe I'll buy her some silverware. Oh my God, so practical. Thank you. Right?
Like stuff that she's gonna need. Okay, that
all these practical
would
stuff
have to go out of her way to normally, that she would go out of her way to normally get. But do that for her.
Running errands, definitely.
Yeah.
She does give a lot of acts of service. She has a hard time receiving them.
Yeah.
She definitely responds more to touch. She is pretty sexual underneath the prudish cover of prudish. She's pretty sexual, and she does like touch and she like massage, very things like that.
Very sensual.
Sensual, yeah. Being an earth sign, being her love language. So it's not sending gifts or lavishing with gifts as a love language. It's not. I'm trying to think of types of love languages at the moment.
I also, adding on to that, I also feel like, with a Virgo woman being a little like, how they suppress that like sexual energy that they have, I feel like being able to be intimate with a Virgo woman without being, getting sexual or having sex, I feel like that's a big thing.
I think if you hold off on the sex and you don't make it the focal point of the relationship, you make sure that it's your brain, like sapiosexual, I'm attracted to you for your intelligence and your conversation kind of a thing.
Yeah. Because a Virgo kind of reminds me of an air sign when it comes to
well, I think we're running out of time, but I mean, in general, those are tips and tricks and
some advice,
whatever ticks and talks about your person. Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully you take it from there. Ooh. Yeah, they're not flashy as these lights go off and give you epileptic seizures. They're not very flashy. All right, I'm gonna ring this out with a ringing bowl. Thanks for spending time with us. Stay cool.